If you're like me, you probably like to spend your sweet time editing photos, making sure that everything looks as amazing as possible. And this is great when you don't have a strict deadline. But what about those times when the finished photos had to be done hours or even minutes after they were shot? That actually was one of the key challenges of my last job at my university. So in this video, I'll share with you some tips to have your photos edited and done as soon as possible. Let's get started. First, you gotta be selective. Chances are that you're taking way too many pictures. I mean, that's quite alright. You know, you gotta have some backups in case you miss focus or the subject blinks or something like that. But this will slow you down while importing and selecting. So bearing that in mind, as you should, you have to look out for keepers. Some cameras have a dedicated button or menu option to rate your photos so they can be selected even before doing your import process. In others, however, you have to track those a little bit more manually. In these cases, I use my Notes app on my phone to write down the file name of the good ones. Either way, selecting the best photos in camera will save you tons of time down the line. Now that you have your keepers selected, it's time to import them to your computer. Yes, I mean only the keepers. Then, to save some time, have a preset so you can apply a uniform look to them so you're done faster. However, I don't know about your Express workflow, but in my experience, in some cases there just wasn't enough time to take out my laptop, open it, log in, open Lightroom, import photos, and such and such and such. And with the stress of a quick turnaround, nothing will give me more anxiety than going through all of that, only to find out that my laptop didn't have enough battery, so now I gotta find where to plug it and... in these cases, your phone is your best ally. Many cameras nowadays have wireless functionality that, paired with their app, will allow you to transfer your photos to your phone. So doing that while keeping in mind my select only the keepers tip I told you before, will help you to have them as fast as possible. However, I hate to say this, some of these apps will only import your photos as JPEGs, so no editing on the go with Lightroom Mobile or other apps. Also, in my experience, not only the transfers are way too slow, the connectivity can be a little bit spotty. So, the final solution for this problem for me was to buy this SD to Lightning adapter, so I could transfer the photos in full RAW quality, faster and more reliably. Then, if I had the time, I will use Lightroom Mobile to edit them out. Sometimes, when faster delivery was needed, I even used the stock Photos app to both import and edit them. The only disadvantage to this method is that it does require an investment. Looking back, however, I think it was worth it. I hope that these tips were helpful, and if so, please give this video a like. If you have any doubts or want to share other tips with the community, please feel free to do so in the comments down below. And if you want more videos to help you out in your photography journey, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.